All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new day here in Boho. So we are here on Alona Beach here in Boho. It's a beautiful beach right here. So it's a bit windy, but yeah, man, the beach vibe right here. And today I got a special person from France right here. So say hi to my beautiful guest from France. Today she's on the channel and she's about to tell us her travel experiences around the world. So recently I came up with a series on I thought it was of asking people or travelers who are traveling solo, especially females travelers who are traveling solo, to be able to help you guys who want to travel and you are afraid and you are just, overthinking about a lot of things. So people will be sharing their experiences with you guys on how they are traveling the world, the risk, the good side, the bad side, and everything. So today we got Leïla here from France, and previously on the channel we had Joy from Fiji who shared her experiences of traveling around the world and especially the Philippines. But today I met Leïla, who is also from France, and she's about to tell us some of her best travel experiences and some of the worst travel experiences that she have had while traveling solo. So she's a solo female traveler and we are about to talk to her. And if you're new here, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Success. I do travel videos around the Philippines. And if you want to stay tuned for more travel videos and authentic raw travel vlogs from the Philippines, make sure to smash that subscribe button and stay tuned. And welcome to the vlog. So let's get started right here with Leïla. Okay. All right, Leïla. So welcome to the vlog. And I'm not sure, is Leïla your nickname or your real name? Like,
my real name.
it is your real name.
Yeah.
All right. So let us welcome beautiful Leïla to the vlog right here. So just before we go through this vlog, I just want to clarify something, guys. Recently, I posted a video with Joy, and a lot of you guys made comments and oh, you guys are good together. I appreciate your comments and I appreciate your compliments and everything. But the thing is that if you are new on the channel, if you don't know me in Success, I'm already engaged and I have a lot of videos here on this channel about my fiancée. So she watched all of my videos, and a lot of the people you meet on the channel, especially girls, are friends, and they also know that I have my fiancée. So I mean, you are not wrong if you don't know that I'm already engaged. But just to let you guys know, right now I'm engaged. The girls you see on my channel, they are my friends and nothing more than friends. And you can admit that, right?
Yeah.
You know I have told you about my fiancé, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, anyways, the video is not about that. I just want to clarify something. So today we're gonna talk to Leïla. I'm not sure how the audio of this video is gonna be like since I'm just using my phone, but hopefully you're gonna get us and what we're gonna discuss. So, Leïla, welcome to the vlog. And as you know, I'm Success. I do travel videos around, and it's always amazing to meet people and talk to them about their travel experiences. I think I should be here so that the lighting, okay, I think it's okay. Yeah, it's fine. So I right now I have this series on my channel. Like I'm asking people of their travel experiences, and I'm happy to have you on the vlog. So we're just gonna start off with your name is Leïla, right?
Yeah.
And where are you from?
I'm from Paris.
Paris, France.
Yeah.
Okay, nice meeting people from Paris, France. So do you speak French everywhere you go to, or you speak English to everyone?
Yeah.
Some people you speak French, some people English, right?
Yeah, but I didn't meet a lot of French people.
Except me, right?
Yeah.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Ah, when I say bonjour, it's really different from every other person who speaks French. All right, nice meeting you, Leïla, and my subscribers here would like to know a little about you. So, how long have you been traveling solo?
It's been 6 months now.
6 months. You've been traveling solo 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's really, really amazing. And so far, how has your travel been?
That was just amazing. Like,
All
really
right.
amazing. I'm in a world tour. So I start in Africa,
Okay.
with Tanzania.
All right.
Then I did Bulgaria
Okay.
and Indonesia.
So wait,
Indonesia.
so
sorry.
Tanzania was your first country, like
Yeah.
solo travel?
Yeah.
Or in Africa? And how
Yeah.
was your experience in Africa?
Oh, that was amazing, like
All
really
right.
amazing. I know
All
that a lot of people are afraid to travel solo in Africa, but they shouldn't, especially for women. Like Tanzania is really safe.
All
like,
right.
I had only like really, really good experience in Tanzania. And
Okay.
that was amazing. Like the landscape, the people, like everything you want, you can find it in Tanzania.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So that's a big thumbs up to Africa. We got everything. All right. Anyways, overall, your general travel experience. We're gonna start off with generally.
Yep.
you can name like how many countries you've been to? How many countries?
We count, and I forget.
Just count, just to get
Yeah,
time. We
okay.
have
Then
all the time
Tanzania.
here.
9.
9 countries.
Yeah.
So you have been to 9 countries. That's amazing. How old are you?
25.
You are 25. You've been to 9 countries traveling solo. That's
Yeah.
really, really amazing. So, all of the 9 countries you've been to, what's your best country? Like, what is the most beautiful? Or I mean, okay, overall, the best country you could say. What would be your best country?
I think that's really hard to choose between Indonesia and Tanzania, but
All right.
I think that it was Indonesia. Like the people were so welcoming. Like you can make a local friend just by walking on the street, and then they invite you in their house, in their native village, and that's
Okay.
just amazing. Like they bring you in a lot of places,
Okay.
uh, like with no tourists, and that's such a good experience.
Oh, nice, nice,
Yeah.
amazing. So Indonesia is your overall best country.
Yeah, I think so. Because of people, like for real, like the big difference was people. Like I went to Laos too, and they were like really welcoming. But in Indonesia, that's just crazy. Like at the beginning, I planned like on my trip. I was like, okay, I'm going to visit this city, then that one, and at the end, I just met people in the street, and they bring me to their native village, and I had like the most amazing experience in my life.
All right.
That was just amazing. Like they show me their culture, and I learned so many things. And yeah, I think it helps to open my mind. So
All right.
that was amazing.
So thumbs up to Indonesia. So another thing I want to know is that is there a way that you could sum up your entire travel, like country after country, as a sort of female traveler, like some of your experiences, in every country you've been to? Let's try to do that. So
Okay.
you said Tanzania was your first country, right?
Yeah.
Traveling solo. So what did you do in Tanzania, and how was the experience?
Okay, so as I said, I'm in a world tour, and in each country I do volunteering.
All right.
And in Tanzania, I did two stuff. The first one was I worked with turtle,
Okay.
like sea turtle.
All right.
And I was supposed to help them to heal. Like for example, some turtle are bite by other one, or
Okay.
like the fishermen hurt them and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then I was supposed to put medicine on them and be sure that they regrow
All right.
before putting them in the water again.
All right.
So yeah, I did that in the morning, and in the afternoon I worked in orphanage.
Okay.
And I did like a lot of game with children and stuff like that. I teach them English and some French words.
Okay.
A really basic one, but that was amazing.
Okay.
So yeah, that was my experience
In Tanzania. So
Yeah.
what was the next country?
The next country was Indonesia.
Okay. What did you do in Indonesia?
Indonesia, I worked in orphanage too. So
Alright.
I was English teacher,
Okay.
and that was just amazing. Like I think that it was my best experience in volunteering.
Okay. So usually when you volunteer in these countries, do you sometimes go out to explore the nature in beautiful places aside from just volunteering?
Yeah, it really depends on the country, but like sometimes I have to work only for 2 days on the
Okay.
week, so I can
Or you,
enjoy.
all right, you work 2 days in the week and you use the rest of the days to just
Yeah,
explore the
yeah,
country.
exactly.
So yeah,
And
that's really,
sometimes it's 5 days, sometimes 3. It really depends. But
all right,
yeah.
all right, all right. So what about after Indonesia? Where did you go to?
After Indonesia, I fly to Cambodia.
Cambodia. And how was it in Cambodia?
Oh, that was amazing too. And I did something really different.
Okay.
I did like alphabetization classes for old women
Okay.
in a like really poor village.
Okay.
And that was really funny. Like because that's really different to
Yeah.
teach to children and to teach to
Old
women.
people, yeah.
But they were like really shy, and that was really funny.
All
Like,
right,
really
that's
funny.
good. That's good. And did you like it?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Okay. So after Cambodia, where did you go?
After that, I went to Vietnam.
Vietnam. So you've
Yeah.
been to so many countries in Southeast Asia.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I think you have traveled around Southeast Asia than any other place, right?
yeah,
Or maybe Europe. You have traveled more in
yeah,
Europe,
yeah.
yeah. All right. So what did you do in Vietnam? Well, how was your experiences?
In Vietnam, I didn't do volunteering. That was the only country with Thailand anyway.
Okay.
So I just traveled with my friends and we visit some orphanage, like to give present, but I didn't work properly.
Okay.
And yeah, like we start in the south and then we go to the north by motorbike.
Okay.
And yeah, that was really cool. That was not my best experience. Yeah, actually, that was the worst one, even if it was really good.
Okay.
But that's an
Why? So
experience.
why was it the worst one for you?
I think because like I did a big mistake. It's like when you travel, you are supposed to arrive with no expectation at all. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you can be disappointed.
Okay.
And that was my mistake. Like I read so many stuff of people who say that in Vietnam they were like so welcoming and so warming. But
Okay.
yeah, when I arrived, I was like, oh, so it's probably like Indonesia, but that was absolutely not. So yeah, I could feel the gap, but yeah, that was still amazing. And Vietnam is really a good country for the landscape. Like
Oh, okay.
that's amazing.
What about the people? So they were not actually welcoming, like compared to countries that you've been to.
It depends on the cities and villages. Like
Okay.
usually in village they are really welcoming, but it's more like in the big city. I was a little bit shocked. Like sometimes you talk to people and they are on their phone and they don't even look at you. So yeah, for me that was a shock.
But do you think that could be because of the language barrier? Because unlike Philippines and other countries, I don't think Vietnamese really knows how to speak English that well. So because of that, they might be, shy to talk to people. Do you think it could be that?
Maybe it can be that, but at the same time in Indonesia they are not fluent too, and like they tried. So yeah, I don't know.
Okay. So after Vietnam, where did you go next?
I went to Laos.
Laos. And what did you do in Laos?
In Laos, I work in an orphanage next to a floating village.
Okay.
And yeah, same. That was really nice. But that was not class. That was like more create games. And because I was with the really young one, so I create games and
Okay.
stuff
In,
like
in
that.
Laos.
Yeah,
And how's the culture? The people there? How are they?
they are really really amazing. I think that Laos is the most underrated country in Asia.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
that was really, really nice. Okay, first, that's really cheap. So when you are young and you want to travel, that's really the country that you have to visit.
Okay, Laos is really cheap there.
Yeah, really cheap.
Is it cheaper than the Philippines?
Yeah, definitely,
Okay.
definitely. I think that you can't find cheaper than now.
Oh,
And yeah, the people are so nice, so like really nice and really honest. And that was the big point in Laos. It's like you don't have to fight to know the real price between like the tourist price and the real price.
Okay.
And in Laos, they're just like 100% honest,
okay.
and that feels really good.
All right.
And yeah, like they are welcoming, they are really smiling, they bring you everywhere, and the landscapes are amazing too. Like I think it's like the landscape are really good in all Asia, but yeah,
Okay.
my experience was good.
All right. So, do you want to talk more about the countries you went to, or you want me to go directly to the questions I want to ask you right now?
Yeah, tell me.
All right. So, first thing I want us to start with is that, if possible, can you tell me what actually inspired you to travel, even if it is just a little bit of it? Just tell me what actually inspired you to travel, and how could you also inspire people out there who wants to travel?
Yeah, okay. So I was in France at my work,
Okay.
and for some reason I was like really depressed, but like really, really depressed.
All right.
And one day I was working and I was like, why am I here? Like I saved enough money to travel,
Okay.
and like I don't have a boyfriend, I'm not married, I don't have any responsibility, so maybe it's the right moment to just go. And then 4 weeks later, I was in the plane.
Oh, all right.
So
Just
yeah,
4 weeks later after.
yeah,
All right. That's nice.
yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to change my life. Like, yeah, I think I need to go out of my comfort zone because like before I was so shy, but like really, really shy.
Okay.
And yeah, I just, yeah, I, I wanted to change.
All right. So, with that, you were depressed and you travel. Did the travel actually help you with the depression and every other problems that you were facing back home?
Yeah, definitely. Like before traveling, I couldn't imagine that right now I would be happy, like, but truly happy. Like right now, I'm happy.
You're happy right now
Yeah, I
because
met so many people, and just to see the way that they think and everything, like just see like how the world is so big and how I'm like so tiny in this world make my problem really tiny too. So
okay.
yeah, at some point I was like, that's okay. Like it's going to be okay.
Okay. So, I mean, a lot of people want to travel, but most times they are overthinking a lot of things like financial problems. That's gonna be like the number one. Number two is gonna be like females feel like when they travel, there are a lot of risk involved. But before we go to the risk involved, I usually love to talk about the good things. Okay, what have been your best travel experience? I'm not talking about the country, but just the best experience you have had overall traveling.
Okay, so I think that my best experience was in Indonesia. I was just walking on the street and then I met this girl and we
Okay.
started to talk to each other, and she was really nice, and then she invited me to her wedding.
Okay.
So I came, and at that wedding I met so many people and I learned a lot of stuff about like traditions. And yeah, that was amazing because like because of that wedding I met like all my friends from Indonesia.
Okay.
And then yeah, I had like all that really good experience to make my life really really better, like
All right.
yeah.
So that was your best travel experience in Indonesia.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just met a stranger, and or
Yeah.
look, you were the stranger. So Indonesian just invited a stranger to their wedding, right?
Yeah.
That's really good. That's
Yeah,
really
yeah,
really good.
they are really really welcoming.
Okay. And all right. So now that you have given us your best travel experience, before we go to the risk and everything involving traveling or some bad experiences you have had, um, what could you tell your friends out there who are females who wants to travel? I know even though traveling is expensive, but it's not as you think, because even if you stay in your country, you're still going to spend money, right? Yeah. So it's just the same regular like money you spend. The difference is that you have to save up for tickets. That's different, but if you stay in your country, you're still gonna eat. You're still gonna go to restaurant if you want to. You're still gonna go to beaches. So it's kind of just a normal, thing for for us that are already traveling. So it just feels normal for us, and it is a part of our lives. But what could you tell people out there, young girls who really want to travel and they are overthinking, they are afraid to travel? What could you really tell them to inspire them to travel?
What I could say is just like don't wait, because like if you wait you will always have a good reason to stay, like for sure. Money just uh, came and go out, like it's like that like every time. And like a lot of people think that for traveling you need to be like really organized and like do the stuff before, like for the visa and stuff like that, but now that's absolutely not like that anymore. Like you can have your visa on internet, like everything is really 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 easy. So that's for like everyone. And for a woman, like for sure, when you will say to your family or your friend that you want to travel solo, they will be like, oh, are you serious? That's so dangerous and stuff like that. But that's absolutely not. Like I did that for 6 months now, and I had only one bad experience. And actually, it was a little bit my fault because I was not like vigilant.
Okay.
So yeah, like that's not that dangerous. Like to be honest, in Indonesia, for example, or in Philippines, and in many countries, I felt more safe than in Paris.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah,
Ah,
definitely.
okay.
Like I do running, and when I run in Paris, I don't feel safe. And I run like during night in Indonesia, for example, because like during the day that's really hot, so I could run only during the night.
Okay.
And I felt so safe, like so safe. So yeah, that's not that dangerous for real.
Oh, nice, amazing.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to hear that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so here we are in the first half of this video in exploring Leila's experiences from traveling around the world as a solo female traveler. And if you're new here, I'm Success. I do travel videos around the Philippines. And make sure to stay tuned as we talk to Leïla about her travel experiences. So, all right, with that being said, right now we want to talk about like the bad side of travel, one, so it's going to be two into one, and to just conclude the bad side of travel. And with your experience, you explained to me, I wanted to be in a different video so that you will give us details about what you experienced. She actually has some bad experience while traveling, and she might share that with us in another video. But before we go, what is some things? What are some things that you think people should be cautious of when they are traveling, or some things that people have to always stay on alert for when they are traveling? Like, okay, I'm saying like what are things that we should watch out for? Like female traveler, what are things that they should be careful with when they are traveling?
They're glass for sure.
Yeah. So what are some
Yeah.
of them that you know and you could elaborate on?
Sorry.
What are some of them that you know that you could elaborate on that you could talk about?
Yeah, like when you go to the party or yeah in a bar, just be really careful with your drink, with what you drink, and yeah.
All right. So, like party, bars, and whatever. What
Yeah.
about places that you stay? How people charge you, and how people approach you as ladies or as a girl traveling alone? Is has there been some times where people, try to, everyone see beautiful girls, they want to go close to her, and talk to her, and you don't feel safe. So, has there been times like that during your travels?
No, I didn't had that kind of experience, but like, of course, like sometimes you are in a taxi and then the guy asks you like, are you alone? And then if you say yes, they say like, oh, but why? Like you are so beautiful, and then they tried, but they just tried, and then you say like, you can just lie and say yeah, but I have a boyfriend in my country, and then they are like okay, and then that's over. So
Okay.
yeah, and yeah.
So sometimes if you travel, it's good to lie to the taxi driver and the guys, right? So the
Yeah.
guys are watching this video right now. They already know like the trick. There'll be guys watching the video. They already know the trick. So you just have to lie if you know you are not interested, right? You just
Yeah.
lie to them like, oh, I
Yeah,
have a boyfriend.
that's simple.
Yeah, simple
Yeah.
simple lie.
Yeah, just to say that, and then they just don't ask anything anymore.
All right. So, what is the message you could send out to the world in general? This is kind of like your last statement right now to close the vlog. What is your message that you want to send out to the world, to people, especially with your kind of travel? You travel and volunteer, which is really important. So, for those of you guys who don't know what is volunteering, so usually when you travel, there are charity organizations in every country that you could actually go to volunteer. I have done a few times, and one of them I did in Cebu. I posted it on the vlog right here. I did it with a lady from Norway, so she have this charity community in Cebu. I volunteer there. So usually when you travel and you feel you want to help people, you could go and another way to do it, if you are on a budget and you are traveling, you could also, there are some places that you could stay and volunteer while you stay there. Sometimes they actually provide you food, shelter, and just basic needs that you would need, and you could save up for your next travel. So if you're traveling and you want to volunteer, there are websites online that you could just go to check and apply before you travel. And you also told me that you'll be going to Mexico and volunteer,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah.
usually you need to apply online, right?
No, usually I just when I arrive in the country, I just like take a look on organization around me, and
Okay.
then I ask like, do you need help? And if they need, I just stay. Otherwise, I just go.
Okay.
And except in South of America, because like that's famous to be a little bit more dangerous.
Okay.
So I wanted to do it with an organization. So yeah, I check on the internet before.
All right. So you sometimes you do have to check on the internet and apply for some organizations, or you just go, go on the internet, find volunteering site around, just go and volunteer. All right. So let's go back to what we were saying. What is your message that you want to send out to the world, people who love traveling? Because I believe that most people who watch my videos are people who are actually or people who want to travel, people who really love traveling or travels or traveling. So she's just going to give us her overall word to help us travel more.
If I had to say something, I would say just be open to people. Like for sure, you will experience so many beautiful things. And as I said, like don't wait like the perfect moment to travel because like for sure you will always have a good reason to stay. So just go and try.
All right. Thank you. So it was nice having you here today, Leïla, on the video. I really appreciate you taking up your time to, share your experiences on the vlog with my subscribers and with me. And, of course, I'm also listening and I'm also learning from you who wants to travel the world. So thank you so much, and I really appreciate you. And I wish you good luck in all of your travels, and always make sure to stay safe everywhere you go to. Okay?
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I hope to travel some days around with you,
Yeah.
yeah, and meet you in Europe or wherever you'll be in the near future. So how long do you plan to travel for? Like,
I don't know, maybe 6 months more or 1 year.
okay, so you want to travel for 6 more months or
Yeah.
1 year?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. So she's planning to travel for maybe another 6 months or a year again. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Success, and thanks for watching this video till this far. And if you want to travel, come on, just go out there. You don't need to go to other countries. Start traveling in your country. A lot of you Filipinos who are watching the vlog, you have not been to all of these provinces. Start traveling to these provinces. It's really cheap. And if you don't have a place to stay, I do recommend couch surfing. So you could just ask or someone on surfing, and you just go to stay in their house, right? And you do use that.
I use Walkway.
Walk away. Yeah, so I use that, and I've never slept to anyone's house since I'm able to pay for my hostels. It's cheaper to stay in hostels. In order to have to travel is to stay in hostels, not to go in hotels, because hotels resorts are very expensive. So stay in hostels, and it's really cheaper. It's gonna save you a lot. And just go out there. And if you want to travel, you could also start documenting your travel, YouTube and TikTok and whatever. So before we go, Leïla have her TikTok channel or account that we're gonna follow. So what is your TikTok?
It's Janad. Ganaad.
Ganaad.
Yeah.
All right, so make sure to go follow her and support her on TikTok. She do post some of her travel there, her travels there, her experiences right on TikTok. Make sure to go follow her and support her. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. It was nice having you guys, and peace. Bye bye. Stay safe and see you guys.